Hello everybody, a very, very warm welcome back to another live stream. A brand new week in the markets, which means brand new market opportunities, and we're going to be looking at some of those trade ideas this morning. I hope everyone's had a good weekend after last week, which was pretty volatile, to be fair. We covered the Federal Reserve interest rate decision live. I hope you enjoyed that, and we've now given away all of the prizes. Pretty much within 24 hours, we gave away all of the prizes that everyone won, so I hope everyone is enjoying that prop firm challenge and doing well on it. Do let me know your progress. I know some people send me some private messages on how they're getting on. I can help out if you do need to. Just drop me a message. And yeah, looking forward to this week. We've got a little bit of a clear run actually when it comes to markets, market news and events, because I'm not seeing too much in the way of price action. So I think it's going to be like purely price action week, looking at the setups, looking at last week to see if we now get a continuation of that move. And I'm really looking forward to hopefully scaling into an actual trade this week when it comes to my manual trading anyway. My bot trading is still up and running. I now have all three EAs, which are going to be included in my trading academy. They're now live, and they're now, let's just say they've been tested, but they're now actually live in the markets. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to showing you this, what I've been working on. A lot's going on behind the scenes to get this over the line, so I do appreciate your patience in this time. The course is still being edited as well, and we've now edited pretty much the whole of the first module, yeah, the rest of it's going to start to be fed onto the website, where we're going to be hosting the mentorship program itself. So I'm looking forward to actually showing that to you people, and if anyone is interested in that. So I have run a poll in the chat. I would just like to know what it is that you look for when it comes to trading education. Because there's a lot of education out there. There's a lot of things you can learn on YouTube. But what's important to you in terms of like what you want to see from a mentorship? I know a mentorship's only good as the mentor that goes behind it, and you have to be able to trust that person, etc. But in terms of like the content that person provides, a good course, strategies, one-to-ones, live trading sessions. I'm going to be doing all of it anyway, but I'm just interested to know what it is that you find what it is that you find most valuable about a trade. So vote on the poll if you can. It would mean a lot. Okay. Hello to those who have joined us on the YouTube today. Good to see the numbers on a Monday morning. African Entrepreneur, hello to you. Lara, hello to you as well. We've got Bobby on the stream as well. Good to see you. Megna Detroit, Andrelic, hello to you. Shikrant, My FX Note, MH, we've got Brett. Brett's back on the stream. Hello to you, Brett. Good to see you, mate. I hope you had a good weekend. Welcome back, Coach. New week and new opportunities. Yes, indeed. We're going to be looking at some of those opportunities today. Marvin, we've got on the stream as well. We've got Deepak, IC, Aman, Kirkton, hello to you. Mark, 1590, Nitin, loads of people. Tanjil, Gingerbeard, hello to you. Good to see you. Haji Sab, hello to you as well. Hope you're doing well. Fan with Sunny. Who else we got? Analysis on stocks, euro dollar and pound Japanese yen. No problem, coming right up. This is going to be, as always, guys, if there's anything that you want me to go through today in terms of markets, in terms of market opportunities for this week, let me know in the chat section and I'll go through that for you. All of those markets, I'll give you my analysis for. Sanya Princess, hello to you. Good to see you. Nikhil, I think today we will get to have a look at the coach's mentorship. Wow. We'll see. What is it you want to see? Tell me. What is it you want to sneak preview into? Zafar, hello to you. Good to see you. Hello to everybody. Gold, new all-time highs, indeed. Hello, Curtin. Hi, Connor. It's very difficult to get questions answered on the live streams when there are so many people typing win 30 to 40 times even before you come on the stream. Cheers. Okay, noted. Leave it with me. I'll try and find a better solution to that. Let me see what I can do on that. I do apologise. I do try and tell people not to comment win more than once, but I understand that doesn't resonate through sometimes. So let me think of a new idea and I'll get back to you on that. I do try and read all of the chat though. I suppose it gets a little bit messy when we do the big live events, because that's when like more people come because it's a bigger giveaway. So just bear with me. But all the questions today I will answer. Daniel, good morning to you. So I hope you're doing well. Dude, have fun. I've got an exam in 56 minutes. Good luck to you, Gertrude, in your exam today. I hope everything goes well for you. Okay, right then. So When it comes to current trades open, there is none for me. I took a loss last week at the end of last week on euro dollar, trying to trade it up to 1.2, but the dollar had a bit of a surge last week, and we're going to look into the dollar today to see where the next move is coming from. Have we seen the bottom in the US dollar potentially? We shall see. Right, there might be able to be a thing where I can restrict people commenting win only once potentially. So we'll see. I'll see if I can get that done. Okay. So if I head over to the charts and just have a quick look at this week when it came to like my fundamental news events to watch out for, we know what happened last week with the Federal Reserve. And when I look at this week, this all of here is pretty much one news event. That's just all manufacturing PMIs. I'm not saying it's not important. It's high impact, but it's not groundbreaking and not something that I think will massively move the goalposts too much. Fed Chair is speaking on tomorrow evening, and I was just reading about that. He's due to speak about the economic outlook at the Greater Providence Chamber of Commerce. Economic outlook in Rhode Island. Interesting, that one. About the economic outlook, how concerned is he going to show? I'll go through that. Anything that's new that we find out that he didn't say last week in the press conference, I'll make sure I pick up on it. But I imagine he's going to repeat himself a little bit from what he said last week, which means I don't think that will move the goalpost too much. Swiss National Bank interest rate decision. They're expected to hold rates at their 0% level, so there's no real change there, to be honest with you. And then really the main events that we've got coming up for this week, the ones that I want everyone to pay attention to really, is the GDP figures out of the US and also the unemployment claims, because now with Powell obviously putting quite a lot of emphasis on the jobs data, because he spoke in a lot of detail about the job market and how we are seeing some sort of slowdown. Be interesting to see if that is being replicated in the GDP figures and also in the unemployment claims as well. If it's not replicated, if it's not represented, or whatever the word is, demonstrated in that figure, and we see GDP roughly in line and we see unemployment claims not showing, going through the roof, then I expect potentially this could actually be a week maybe of some dollar upside. And I want to explain why. And then Friday, core PCE price index, fairly important, but again, I think this is going to be, there's enough there to give us volatility, but there's also nothing that's like an event where we need to be worried about in terms of like seeing massive moves. So I think we're good. Just reading some of the requests now. Yes, GBP, USD and gold I will check. I will also look at the DAX as well for you, Curtin, as well. No problem at all. I'll take a look at that for you. We are also, by the way, guys, doing our normal giveaway, as you can see in this top corner. All you need to do is comment win. And today I'm going to be giving away 2 lots of 10k Atmos funded challenges and also a 50% deposit bonus into Taurex. And I'm going to give this away at random points in the stream. Because if I give it away all at the end, sometimes people clock off and come on at the end. But I want to give it away to some of the people who maybe are on the stream at the time, So I'm going to give away those 4 prizes at random points in the stream, and I'll make a note of it as well. And if you are a winner, reach out to me via Discord or via X, and I will get you credited on that, no problem. All right. Nikhil is focused on futures only, gold and Nasdaq. Daniel says, any idea? I want to go long on euro dollar or pound dollar off the 4-hour demand zone. Lara says, building work's happening. We can't hear anything now. That's not good, is it? What sort of stream is that if you can't hear me? Okay, right then. Let's take a look first of all at the probably the elephant in the room, which is gold. Gold prices have now hit a new all-time high again. What else can you say, really? We spoke about it in detail. Every stream we come on, the fundamental case remains bullish for gold, in the sense that we were seeing a weaker dollar quite significantly. We also were seeing some issues with the global economy, some slowdowns in economies, which brings in that sort of safe haven flow into gold as well. So the recipe in Federal Reserve cutting interest rates, this is all in a big, nice, perfect cocktail for higher gold prices, and that's really what we've seen. over the last few weeks. We had a good opportunity last week. I don't know if anyone spotted this opportunity, but you can see how after we made this breakout, yeah, FOMC came, took out this high, we traced back down really into this area of support in here. You see that? This area of support, why do we know it was an area of support? Because this was the last piece of consolidation before we saw the big move higher. So there was potentially institutional activity happening around here. So when we got that sort of, I wouldn't say low volume, but sort of that choppy pullback down in towards this area, you can see how it acted as a really nice area of support. And then what we saw is we saw the move down, grab liquidity, retest higher, and actually look at this. Market would have closed there and opened here. This was Thursday into was it Thursday into Friday? Yeah, Thursday's session into Friday's session after FOMC. You see how we created this fair value gap? Long. This was the trade. I don't know if anyone caught this. I didn't personally. And as you can see, targeting the previous all-time high, which was 3707, 17-1 risk reward. So, what now? Well, that's a hindsight is a wonderful thing in trading. Where's the next trade coming from? Well, you can see we are now breaking out to these all-time highs. So really, it's a rinse and repeat task for me. What I'm looking for now is a move down in towards where that move came from. Here. In fact, I'll even set myself an alert at this level. Okay. Oh, give me 2 seconds, guys. I need to plug in my my laptop charger because my laptop's about to die. We don't want that, do we? Give me 2 seconds. That was lucky. We're charging now. I was just about to cut off, completely about to cut off of everything. We're back. So yeah, for me, is it still? Oh, what's going on? Are we charging? Are we charging people? We're charging. We're good. We're back. Yeah. So for me now, it's about waiting for a move down into this area of support and rinse and repeat. It's not always going to work, but there is going to be some times where this does work. Oh no, sorry, there's more often than not this does work, and it has worked in gold over the last year. So I'm going to keep doing this until it doesn't work anymore, until I see some sort of bearish reversal coming. But we just don't see it. It's pause, or it's consolidation, pause higher, or it's aggressive pullback into support zone higher. Trading can be and is that simple sometimes, guys. So that's my view on gold. So that's my area of looking to trade from gold. Yeah, and all-time highs every week. Indeed, Nikhil. Indeed. Okay, so we've had a look at the gold analysis, and I'm going to do a quick giveaway now. So I'm going to give away the 2 lots of 50% deposit bonuses into Taurex now for the people that have already entered. So it stops people, just entering right at the end. So for you guys who are coming onto the stream, this is beneficial to you because you've come on early, you've come on and watched the whole thing. Therefore, you deserve to have a better chance of winning. And that was my idea behind it, really. So two lots of 50% deposit bonuses into Taurex. The winners of those are going to be Sanya Princess. I'm just going to write this down like I did the other day. Okay. And the second winner of that is Aish Noor. Congratulations to Aisha Noor. Congratulations to you two. 50% deposit bonus into Taurex. What does that mean? That means if you deposited into Taurex, we'll give you 50% on top of your deposit. Yeah, so if you deposited $500, we'll give you $250 on top. If you deposited $100, we'll give you $50 on top. Simple as that. Up to $250 maximum. So well done to you guys. Very, very well done. Still 2 lots of prop challenges to give away. So I'll give away one in 10 minutes and one towards the end of the stream. Okay? Right. Okay. I'm going to just, Curtin, I know you wanted me to look at the DAX, but just give me, I want to just, whilst I'm on gold and dollar related stuff, I want to just take a look at the dollar because that's the ones where I'm going to be looking for sort of the biggest trade idea for me today, or this week, should we say. So let's just take a look at gold and the dollar, sorry, on a daily time frame first. Okay. Something quite significant happened last week. Okay. Let me get rid of that. So, what happened? The dollar index has fallen since the beginning of the year, as we know, and then broke out of this descending channel, made a higher low, mini break of structure, retracement. We remember we were trying to, well, I was trying to buy. I was bullish, not bullish on the dollar, but I was looking for bullish reversals on the dollar around these areas. Why does it keep saying that my laptop's not plugged in, guys? It's concerning me. 2 seconds. There we go, better. Then we were trying to buy the dollar, weren't we? Or I was, at these areas. And in some cases, we made quite a lot of break-even trades from it. Made a bit on a couple of the GU shorts and EU shorts. However, as a whole, I started to lose faith in the idea because of the fact that we weren't seeing the momentum from that demand zone. And I said that actually we're now at a threat of really breaking down below it and sort of hitting that sort of 96 area. I actually said 95, 96, 95, that sort of area. Then what happened is, what I predicted happened. The dollar broke down below this key area of demand, this key area of support, and actually took out the yearly low. Massive pool of liquidity. Can you imagine the amount of people that after the Federal Reserve cut rates, isn't it interesting? The Federal Reserve cut rates, and what happened? Dollar rallied. Why? Because the markets had already priced. They'd already priced in the cut. This is what I was trying to tell you guys. The markets had already priced in the cut. So now, what is there to price in terms of dollar weakness? What is left to price into the markets? I'll tell you what's left to price in. Either one big cut of 50 basis points or a jobs market which falls off a cliff, a recession in a way, recessionary data. 2 quite extreme things, yeah? So now when I'm looking at the US dollar, I'm thinking, I think we've priced in pretty much as much as we can price in at this moment in time. So what does that then mean? That means that retail traders are left selling the dollar and institutional traders are left buying, which is why I think actually we could be in for a week potentially of dollar upside. And the technicals are good as well, because if you look at the liquidity grab here, then the candle closure, full candle closure above, then the engulfer, and we've continued. You notice that? Now, you have to be a bit careful because when you look at it on an hourly perspective, we've got quite a lot of imbalance here, and we could see the dollar, which is moving lower this morning, make a move at least down back towards 97. But from 97, around that area, that's where I'm going to be looking to buy the dollar, because I'm seeing signs of a bullish reversal. Okay. Now, if I just quickly load up a nice, what can I think? Well, tell me, guys, what do you think the best divergence indicator is? You can use RSI. Look at this. From that liquidity grab, from here to here, look what happened to the RSI and probably multiple other indicators. Bullish divergence. Even more evidence for me that this could be the bottom of the US dollar for a while. That's great. Great stuff, Connor. But how do we trade it? How do we trade it? That's what everyone's going to want to know, is how do we actually trade this? Well, you have to pick your pair. And at the moment, I'll be honest, if you look at euro dollar, okay, it doesn't look like the best selling trade for me. As you can see that we are still sort of hitting these. I know Daniel, you said about the 4-hour demand zone, and you're right. You can see that in here. Where is it? Probably in this area here, because that's been mitigated. What is wrong with? And you can see that it's now on the way. So it's not ready yet, is what I'm trying to say. In fact, this is quite a nice buying opportunity. But I do think the dollar downside is on borrowed time, to be honest with you. Now, let's have a look at GU. GU looks much better in terms of selling for me, because you can see that we've failed at quite a lot of this support, actually. I'm just going to remove all this. We'll start fresh. Wow, look at that. If you look where the first initial lot of downside from GU came, look at this. It came from there, and we had imbalance, or FEGs, or whatever you want to call it, in here. Wicked all the way into that FEG, and then we've seen quite an aggressive pullback, to be fair. Like, that's quite aggressive. So I think GU looks stronger than EU. Again, we've got some imbalance up here. This could be a decent area, to be honest with you. This candle, I'd like to see GU make a move. Sorry if you can't hear me. GU make a move up to here, and then we see the move lower. That's what I'm looking at. Dollar yen. I think dollar yen's another good one. Where's dollar yen? Look at USD Swiss franc as well. Love that one. That is perfect. That's really good, actually. Love that. I like that a lot. Wonder if there's anything on the trend rider. Just looking at dollar yen, guys. Sorry. USD Swiss. Okay. Yeah, this is all shaping up quite nicely. Isn't a trade for yet, but let's give it a few days, and I think this could be one that I look to get into for sure. Interesting. All right. So just bear with me on that one, guys. It's nothing's ready yet, but I'm keeping my eyes peeled to see if we do get that opportunity soon on any of these pairs. Not quite ready yet, because I do believe that we could see the DXY fall down to at least this 97 area and fill this imbalance first before we look to buy it. So I'd look to do that first, if I'm being honest. Okay. Sorry, I didn't realise there was a few questions there. Taurex is a broker, yes. So Atmos, funded by Taurex. Taurex is the broker that backs Atmos. Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's have a look at the DAX then. DAX looks like it's rolling over actually. Here it is. Respected this area of supply here. Move lower. Respected. No, I think the DAX could be making a move down to around this 23,000 area. You can see how had this area marked before Kirkton, and for anyone else who's looking at the DAX, I'm just going to move that because I think that this could be a good area to buy. I'm actually going to set myself an alert there, to be honest with you, to look to buy the DAX, because if you actually zoom out, look, this is just sort of that accumulation phase that we see at the moment. So I'd like to see another run out here. Wonder if the RSI is showing divergence as well. Yeah, it is. Look at the divergence that the RSI shows. So if we can get that last push down to 23,250, which is where I've got an area of demand in here. If I can get to there, that's a really nice buy, in my opinion. So that's definitely a trade idea for this week. Maybe even today. It might get tagged in today. See how quickly we move. Even if we just targeted the top of the range, 10 to 1 risk reward. 4-hour trade, so I'll do 2% on that. I just would probably cover my stop loss to there. That's lower the. Yeah. No, this is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Yeah. 10 to 1. I think I've just found my my favourite trade of the week so far. Sorry, guys. Painful. There we go. H1. Demand zone. Boom. I'm going to post this for you guys in the chat section, in the trade ideas section of the Discord channels. If you're not in the Discord channels, the links are in the description below. Let's have a look. Trade ideas. This is my DAX buy from the stream. I'll put that in the Atmos one as well. So any of these trades, like when you watch these streams, of course, as you know, people, any trades that I put in the trade ideas section are trades that I will be placing personally. DAX trade from the stream. Let's see how we go. Just checking if there's any other comments. Any plan to launch Atmos Futures? I'm not sure. Actually, I don't know the answer to that question. If you get in touch with one of the moderators, they might know more. I haven't heard anything just yet, but definitely something that we could look into. So bear with us on that one. But if you want more of a definitive answer, then message one of the moderators in the Discord channel, and they'll be able to help. Daniel said you're already selling Aussie dollar, US dollar with regards to USD strength and AED weakness. Not sure if that's premature. You might be onto something there, actually. Lara says in the chat as well that the AED is very weak. So let's just have a look at that then, because I've not covered that one here. Let's have a look to see if you are premature when it comes to that trade. Daily time frame. That's the 8-hour time frame. Daily time frame, please. Here we go. Interesting. I don't like this sort of price action, to be honest with you. What I would prefer to wait for is a move up to here, because I can see quite clearly that we've got imbalance in there. Okay, and we've also got our area which caused the imbalance, which is here, roughly. So I'd personally wait for that. That would be what I would do. That is what I will do, actually. I will set myself an alert at just below the 50% of this fair value gap, because it might be that we don't reach this supply zone. We might see like a lower time frame break of structure where we can look to do something like this. Okay, and then we look to trade that down with a like higher risk reward ratio. That could be something we look at. Yeah, I wouldn't trade. I don't like trading this sort of like grinding price action lower, because it's very difficult to know where to put your stop loss. So I would always look to wait for like those key areas, and my key area for Aussie dollar, US dollar would be up in these areas here. But a good spot, and it could go without me. Stock market's an interesting one, to be fair. Crypto's down quite big, right? Ethereum's down 5.5%. Why is that? Any news? It's down quite big, isn't it? I think this is just replicating a bit of a risk-off start to the week, because you see that the stock market's down 0.3, 0.26. The DAX is down 0.5%. Crypto's down. It's a bit of a risk-off mood that we're seeing at the moment, to be honest with you. Ethereum is making quite an aggressive move. Like, I mean, from a technical standpoint, it would be quite nice if we got down to the 3,500 mark down here, because that could be a good support area. Or we're going to basically take out this liquidity and then just sort of snap back up to 5,000. We'll see where this daily candle closes, because you can see this consolidation in here, move above it. Is this the manipulation for the distribution higher, potentially? I said last week, I'm not massively like bullish on risk assets, because I think there's now some elevated concern when it comes to the data and the jobs data and the economic data and all that sort of stuff. So I think we need to be careful. But overall, until that is factual, we don't have to worry too much. Look at that daily. Look at that daily candle on GU, by the way. Really think we could be in for a move lower, and no one's going to be expecting it. No one is going to expect it. It's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. ETH charts look like a rug pull meme coin. Yeah, you're not wrong. To be fair, you're not wrong. Benedict, can you please recommend to the Atmos to add the raw spreads type account? Sure. I'll pass this message on and see what the situation is there. Let me just write it down for you. Okay. The Japanese yen pairs in general, the Japanese yen's having a bit of a mixed results. I think there's you see here, in other political developments, Japan's governing party leadership race began on Monday amid intense market monitoring, with the conclusion likely determining who would lead the country following PM Ishiba's decision to stand down. So there's a lot of bit of political uncertainty in Japan at the moment, which is, I think, fed into some Japanese yen weakness. But overall, it's been quite volatile, these yen pairs. Not a great deal of movement. I mean, dolly. If you look at dollar yen, that's quite a nice buy, isn't it? You see that? It's actually quite a nice buying opportunity. You see that? Looks quite strong from that 148. Break above 148. I know there's some imbalance down here. I'd like to see how this market structure forms. This is a scalp, by the way. I'd like to see this. Could get a good scalp there. But my overall feeling is I think the dollar might fall down to that 97 area, which would push dollar yen higher. But then potentially we might see dollar yen. I don't know. No, that does make sense for my dollar bull story, doesn't it? But if we do get the dollar fall down towards 97, that's going to bring dollar yen lower. So it might not be the best. If the daily candle is bullish and the 4 hour is bearish, which one would you go off? I would always go for the higher time frame if you want reliability. Personally, so I would always, in that situation, I would choose the daily candle over the 4 hour. Okay, just more reliable. Is it advised to sell gold as it is falling? Well, look, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because you can see we've come quite far on gold. Now, the thing about gold up at these areas, amazing, right? Should we get a bit of a stronger dollar period, this is probably going to drag gold back down towards the sort of mid 3500s. Okay, because that stronger dollar is going to not necessarily sink gold because there's other factors in play, but it's going to limit the gains that we see in gold. Okay, so just bear that one in mind. So no, I'm not advising you to do anything, as I can't advise you to do anything. But from what I see there, I wouldn't personally be buying gold there, and I'm not going to. But I think if you're going to try to sell gold, you're guessing, you're anticipating that this is the high. It's always risky doing that. Never try and call the top. And yeah, it's as you said, follow the market structure. The market structure is bullish. So instead of trying to call the top and sell it, as you've seen over recent months, it's been a lot more beneficial to exercise patience and wait for the pullbacks to buy gold. Okay. Yeah, I would wait for buying opportunities. That's what I would do personally. All right then, people. Let's do the rest of the giveaways. Let's give away the other 2 lots of 10k Atmos funded challenges. Creatato, well done to you. You've won a 10k Atmos funded challenge, and I see both of you. Drop me a message, and I will credit you with those. Creatato, and I see. Massive congratulations to you two. You have won the Atmos challenges for today. Now, people, I will be going live again on Wednesday. I think that summarizes pretty much everything for this week. To break that down for you, I think we've got enough volatility. I'm going to place the DAX buy trade, and I'm also going to be looking at that dollar strength story. So let's see how the markets play out today. I would prefer it if the dollar fell down towards that 97 area, and then look to buy from there. But there is a chance that we go sort of on that V-shaped recovery and we snap back higher this week. We shall see. But if I do have any changes on that, then I'll make sure to let everybody know. Until then, if anyone does need me, I will be active in all of the Discord channels. You can also scan the QR code to access our September promotion with Atmos. If you scan the QR code there, you'll see all the links to my social medias, and you'll get access to a discount using code Connor with Atmos at the checkout. So feel free to check that one out. Okay, until then, thank you very much for a fantastic live session, and I'll catch you all on Wednesday. Thank you very much.